Are you struggling with how to make sales training successful? We've got the secrets to making your sales training highly impactful, highly effective, and the most successful training you've ever offered. And we're going to share it with you today on this episode of The Dave Lorenzo Daily. Hi, I'm Dave Lorenzo, and today we're talking about how to make sales training effective, impactful, and help it have a huge return on investment for you and your team. Before we get to that, I want to remind you to subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button down below. And when you subscribe, ring that notification bell. And the reason we want you to ring the bell is because I want you to find out when we upload great new content and when we go live and do interviews with people who can have a huge impact on your business. Be sure and ring the notification bell and subscribe. And I thank you for doing me this favor. Okay, let's talk about how you can make sales training successful. The first thing you need to do is you need to have people volunteer for sales training. I know it's a requirement in your company for folks to take sales training, and that makes sense. But people have to opt in for training in order for it to be successful. They have to want to receive the information. So I appreciate that you have foundational information that everybody needs to know in order to sell, and that's fine. I want you to offer advanced sales skills, and you can find great ideas on the videos on the Dave Lorenzo Daily channel on YouTube. You can find great ideas on my website, davelorenzo.com, and you can also invest in my services if you like even more ideas for sales training. But people have to opt in to receive the advanced training, because if they don't want it, it's not going to be successful. So rule number one, people have to opt in to sales training. Rule number two is that you have to tie compensation to sales success. For example, if you offer a second tier and third tier sales training certification and you give a bonus for that extra sales level certification, that does two things. Number one, salespeople are motivated by status. So the certification in and of itself is a motivation for people to go get the additional training. The second thing it does is the additional compensation, even if the compensation dollars are minimal, motivates people to take that next step. So offering a certification and offering a compensation incentive for getting that certification in sales training, in tools that make your people better, encourages them to take the training, and it encourages them to implement the training in their day-to-day practice. The third thing you can do to make sales training highly effective is make a game out of it. Use gamification to enhance your training. For example, if a member of your sales team closes a deal based on something they learned in the training, they get a set amount of points. And at the end of 3 months, 6 months, or a year, the person with the most points earns an incentive trip, or they earn a trophy, or they win some sort of contest that you hold based on using techniques they learned in sales training. Here's the thing. We focus on results in sales. Sales is a results-oriented business. If you want to change behavior, you have to not only recognize but reward the behavior that you're looking to drive in your sales culture. So while all these things are optional, your salespeople are already hardwired to achieve incentives. So if you make a game out of it, winning or earning some sort of recognition for using specific techniques and getting the desired result by using those techniques is a phenomenal way to make sure the sales training sticks. The final piece of advice that I can give you when it comes to sales training is create a community. Put your salespeople together in groups to go through the training and allow them to continue to communicate as a group to reinforce the training over time. So for example, you have the second level sales training that I talked about, and people get a bonus for receiving the certification in that training. And they're going through the gamification process. They're participating in a year-long contest to implement those strategies. Put them together as a cohort in a discussion group and allow them to discuss what they're doing, what's working, what's not working, how the techniques are playing in to their success in sales. That sense of community helps them understand that they're all in this together. And it's a fundamental human need to belong to something that is bigger than ourselves. Being a part of a community continues to reinforce the learning, it continues to reinforce the training. Those are the ways to make sales training highly effective, highly impactful, and drive a return on investment from the training that you're implementing. I recommend you put all of these into practice right now. As a sales manager, it will improve your performance and your team's performance tenfold. I'm Dave Lorenzo, and I'm here every day with a fantastic strategy just like this for sales growth. I hope you join me right back here again tomorrow for another edition of the Dave Lorenzo Daily. Until then, do this and sell more.